Hello. I'm going to talk to you all about computer graphics today. Computer graphics are very important in technology. If we didn't have them, we wouldn't have all of the advances on computer screens that we have today. Computer graphics are graphics using computers, and more generally the manipulation of images by data of a computer with the help of hardware and software. The actual development of graphics helps us interact with computers better and also understand all of the data. In 1960, further advancements in computing led to great advancements in the interactive computer graphics. Also in 1959, the TX2 computer was developed at MIT's Lincoln Lab. The TX2 integrated several Neumann machines. One of them was a light pen. A light pen could be used to draw sketches on the computer using Evan Sutherland's revolutionary sketchpad. Using the light pen on the sketchpad allowed people to draw simple shapes on the computer screen, save them, and eventually recall them later. Sutherland seemed to find the perfect solution for many of the other graphic problems that he had. Even today, many standards of computer graphics got their start with the Sketchpad program. One example of this is in drawing constraints. If someone wanted to draw a square, they wouldn't have to worry about drawing all 4 lines. This software would construct a perfect box for them. Ralph Baer, an engineer at Sanders Associates, invented a home game in 1966 that was later licensed to Magnavox called the Odyssey. It was very simplistic and had very inexpensive parts. It allowed the player to move points on the light of the screen. It was the first consumed computer graphs product. Also in 1966, David C. Evans, who was at Berkeley, was recruited by the University of Utah to a former computer science program. Computer graphics quickly became his primary interest, and the new department became the world's primary research of computer graphics. In 1967, Sutherland was recruited by Evans to join the computer science program at the University of Utah. Earlier in 1966, Sutherland had invented the first computer-controlled head-mounted display. It displayed 2 separate screens, one for each eye. This allowed the viewer to see the computer scene in 3D. While at the University of Utah, he perfected his HMD. 20 years later, NASA would rediscover his techniques in their virtual reality research. The University of Utah Computer Graphics Laboratory attracted people from all over. One of them being John Warnock, who founded the Adobe system and created a revolutionary in the publishing world in PostScript page description. The first major advance in 3D computer graphics was created at the University of Utah by these earlier pioneers. The 3D Core graphics system was the first graphics standard to be developed. A group of 25 experts developed this framework. The specification was published in 1977 and has become the foundation for many future developments in the field. Since then, there have been many developments in computer graphics. Some of them are 2D, 3D, pixel art, and vector graphics. 2D graphics are the computer-based text generation of digital images. These include text and digital. 2D models are usually preferred over others because they give more of a direct context. 3D is graphics that use 3D dimensional representations of geogrammic data stored in the computer for the purpose of doing calculations and showing 2D images. Vector graphics are complementary to raster graphics. Raster graphics is the representation of the images as an array of pixels. They are usually representative of photographic images. Vector graphics all consist of encoding information about colors and shapes that determine images. And one of the last ones is pixel art. These are forms of digital art and created by the use of raster graphics. Usually pixel art is used in older computers and older video games. All of these graphics together help us in the computer graphic world. If we didn't have all of these, we wouldn't be able to create and design special features and models on computers. Thank you.